Picture a world of enchantment where dreams come true and magic is in the air. A world where families create lifelong memories. This is the world of Disney cruises. But beneath the veneer of this fairy tale existence lies a chilling mystery, a story that will send shivers down your spine. Rebecca Coriam was a vibrant 24-year-old from the United Kingdom. She possessed a heart full of compassion and a mind brimming with curiosity. Her chosen path led her to a role as a youth counselor, a position that perfectly aligned with her nurturing nature. Her days were filled with the infectious energy of children, and her laughter was a melody that echoed through the ship's corridors. Little did she know that her journey would take a heart-wrenching turn, plunging her family and the world into a mystery that continues to haunt us. On March 22, 2011, Rebecca's world, and the world of those who loved her, shattered into a million pieces. As the Disney Wonder sailed through the tranquil waters of the Caribbean, a storm brewed not in the sky, but in the heart of the ship. Rebecca Coriam vanished without a trace. It was as if she had simply disappeared into thin air, leaving behind a void of questions and an ocean of despair. How could a young woman disappear from a colossal cruise ship teeming with people? What secrets lurked beneath the polished facade of the Disney Wonder? These are the questions that have echoed through the years, a riddle without a definitive answer. This is not just a story about a missing person. It's a tale of unanswered questions, shattered dreams, and a relentless pursuit for the truth. Join us as we dive deep into the enigmatic case of Rebecca Coriam. We will explore the chilling details, examine the conflicting theories, and give a voice to the family who has never stopped searching for their beloved daughter. Together, we will try to piece together the puzzle of that fateful day. Was it a tragic accident, a deliberate act, or something far more sinister? Prepare to be captivated, disturbed, and ultimately compelled to seek your own answers. The truth is out there. Are you ready to find it? Part 1. Rebecca's life and work. Rebecca Coriam was a vibrant soul with a zest for life that illuminated every room she entered. Born and raised in the charming city of Chester, England, she was a cherished daughter, a loving sister, and a beacon of hope to those around her. A graduate of Chester Catholic High School, Rebecca's academic journey was marked by determination and a thirst for knowledge. Her adventurous spirit led her to Plymouth University, where she immersed herself in the world of sports science. But Rebecca's passions extended beyond the classroom. With a spirit of camaraderie and a love for challenges, Rebecca joined the British Army Cadets, where she honed her leadership skills and developed a deep appreciation for teamwork. Her involvement in outdoor pursuits and her time spent at Chester Zoo, where her family had a long-standing connection, further shaped her into a compassionate and environmentally conscious individual. After completing her studies, Rebecca's journey took an unexpected turn. Drawn to the world of youth development, she embarked on a youth studies course at Liverpool Hope University. A desire for new experiences led her to the United States, where she spent 4 months as a sports teacher at Camp America in Maine. This adventure broadened her horizons and ignited a passion for working with young people. Little did Rebecca know that her next adventure would be life-changing. A job interview opened doors to a world of magic and wonder. Hired by Disney, she embarked on a journey that would take her to the heart of the entertainment industry. After rigorous training at Disney's Florida theme parks, Rebecca joined the crew of the Disney Wonder, a floating palace of dreams. As a youth counselor, Rebecca's infectious enthusiasm and caring nature made her a beloved figure among the young passengers. Her days were filled with laughter, games, and creating unforgettable memories. The Disney Wonder became her second home, and the open seas her playground. Rebecca Coriam was a young woman on the brink of fulfilling her potential. Her life was a vibrant tapestry woven with threads of family, friendship, adventure, and a deep-rooted desire to make a difference. Little did anyone know that this promising journey was about to take a tragic turn. Part 2. The Disappearance. Since the 1980s, the cruise industry has experienced unprecedented growth, transforming massive ships into floating cities of leisure and luxury. While these vessels offer unparalleled experiences, a darker side lurks beneath the surface. Disturbing statistics reveal that over 400 people have vanished from cruise ships since the year 2000. Alarmingly, the majority of these cases remain unsolved. The reason for this high rate of unsolved disappearances lies in part with the cruise lines themselves. There is no legal obligation for cruise companies to publicly report every missing person incident. Consequently, it's estimated that only a fraction of these cases ever come to light. Rebecca Coriam's case, while tragic, stands out as one of the few to receive significant media attention. Yet, despite the public scrutiny, the truth about what happened to her on that fateful day remains elusive. On a seemingly ordinary morning, the Disney Wonder, a colossal vessel promising enchantment, carried hundreds of lives across the tranquil waters of the Pacific. Among its crew was Rebecca Coriam, a young woman brimming with life and hope. But as the day unfolded, a shadow of mystery would descend upon the ship, casting a long and haunting enigma. Rebecca Coriam was a vibrant 24-year-old with a passion for working with young people. Her role as a youth counselor on the Disney Wonder was a perfect fit for her warm and caring personality. With her infectious laughter and boundless energy, she quickly became a beloved figure among the ship's young passengers. However, the idyllic world of the Disney Wonder was shattered on March 22, 2011. As the ship sailed through the Pacific, a storm of a different kind was brewing. At 5:45 a.m., CCTV footage captured Rebecca in the crew lounge, engaged in a phone conversation. Her demeanor, unusually distressed, marked a stark contrast to her typically cheerful disposition. This was the last time she was seen alive. Moments after ending the call, Rebecca vanished without a trace. When she failed to report for her 9 a.m. shift, a ship-wide search was initiated, combing every corner of the ship. Yet, no trace of her was found. The vast expanse of the ocean was then called upon to surrender its secrets. The United States Coast Guard and the Mexican Navy joined the hunt, their vessels cutting through the waves in a desperate bid to find Rebecca. But despite their exhaustive efforts, the ocean remained silent. The circumstances surrounding Rebecca's disappearance were shrouded in an eerie silence. Questions lingered, unanswered. Why was Rebecca distressed? What was the nature of her phone call? And most importantly, where did she go? Disney's official explanation pointed to a tragic accident. They claimed that Rebecca had been swept overboard from Deck 5 by a rogue wave. This theory was supported by the discovery of a sandal believed to belong to her. The image of a powerful wave crashing against the ship, snatching Rebecca away, was a narrative that, while tragic, offered a sense of closure. For the Coriam family, the disappearance of Rebecca is a wound that refuses to heal. Their journey from hopeful expectation to the depths of despair is a testament to the enduring power of parental love and the relentless pursuit of truth. Mike and Anne Coriam, Rebecca's parents, were plunged into an unimaginable nightmare when their beloved daughter vanished without a trace. Their world, once filled with the promise of a young woman's life, was irrevocably shattered. From the outset, the Coriam family expressed profound dissatisfaction with the official narrative. They vehemently rejected the notion that Rebecca was swept overboard by a rogue wave. The high walls surrounding the crew pool, where the incident was alleged to have occurred, made this explanation seem implausible to them. They also expressed concerns about the lack of urgency and thoroughness in the search efforts. They believed that Disney and the authorities could have done more to find their daughter. The family alleged that the cruise line failed to follow standard operating procedures by not immediately turning the ship around to search for Rebecca. Furthermore, they claimed that the incorrect coordinates provided to the search teams may have hindered the efforts to locate their daughter. They described feeling isolated and controlled, with limited access to information about their daughter's disappearance. The family's grief was compounded by the feeling that they were not being given the full picture. The Coriams were particularly critical of the investigation conducted by the Royal Bahamas Police Force. Under the Flags of Convenience system, the Disney Wonder was registered in the Bahamas, granting the Royal Bahamas Police Force jurisdiction over the case. A single detective, tall role was assigned to the investigation and flown to Los Angeles. The fact that only one detective was assigned to the case has raised questions about the adequacy of the resources allocated to such a high-profile disappearance. The Coriams were dissatisfied with the Bahamian investigation, claiming that Roller spent only one day on the ship, interviewing a limited number of crew members and no passengers. They felt that the investigation was rushed and incomplete, leaving many unanswered questions. Moreover, Rebecca's family has consistently highlighted the suspicious circumstances surrounding Rebecca's disappearance. They have pointed to inconsistencies in the CCTV footage and questioned the credibility of certain witness accounts. The emotional toll on the Coriam family has been immeasurable. The loss of their daughter has left a void that can never be filled. Yet, their resilience is inspiring. Despite the overwhelming grief, they have transformed their pain into a relentless pursuit of justice for Rebecca. Their search for answers is a reflection of their unwavering love for Rebecca and their commitment to honouring her memory. Part 3. Theories and Speculations. The case of Rebecca Coriam became a symbol of the vulnerabilities inherent in the cruise ship industry. Questions about passenger safety, emergency protocols, and the accountability of cruise lines were brought into sharp focus. It has ignited a firestorm of speculation, with countless theories vying for attention. In the absence of concrete evidence, the public imagination has run wild, creating a complex tapestry of possibilities. The official narrative, suggesting that Rebecca was swept overboard by a rogue wave, has been met with widespread skepticism. The lack of corroborating meteorological data and the implausibility of such an event occurring on a relatively calm day have cast doubt on this explanation. Independent investigations conducted by the Coriam family and their supporters have uncovered a web of inconsistencies and questionable circumstances surrounding the official account. Private investigator Roy Ram, a former Scotland Yard specialist, and the support of politicians like Chris Matheson and Lord Prescott have brought new dimensions to the case. The central piece of evidence, the CCTV footage of Rebecca's final moments, has been the subject of intense scrutiny. The discovery that the footage had been cropped and manipulated raises serious questions about the transparency of the investigation. The discrepancy between the location of the footage and the alleged site of the incident further undermines the official narrative. The physical evidence, such as the sandal found on Deck 5, has also been called into question. The mismatch in size, style, and the presence of another individual's name and cabin number cast doubt on its authenticity and relevance to the case. Theories about foul play have gained traction due to the emerging details. The ripped pair of shorts found in Rebecca's cabin, along with the alleged sexual assault, suggest a possible violent crime. The unusual circumstances surrounding Rebecca's phone call and the behaviour of the individuals involved have also fueled speculation about a potential confrontation or abduction. Furthermore, the suspicious activity on Rebecca's bank account and the altered Facebook password after her disappearance point to a potential cover-up. These anomalies raise questions about the involvement of individuals beyond the ship's crew and suggest a more complex and sinister plot. The role of the cruise line has been a subject of intense scrutiny. The alleged tampering with evidence, the reluctance to cooperate with the investigation, and the inconsistencies in their official account have raised questions about Disney's involvement or potential cover-up. The emotional turmoil experienced by Rebecca in the days leading up to her disappearance, as suggested by her girlfriend Tracy Medley, has added another layer of complexity to the case. While the possibility of suicide cannot be entirely ruled out, the overwhelming consensus among friends and family portrays Rebecca as a vibrant and optimistic individual, making this theory less likely. The botched investigation, characterized by limited resources, lack of forensic analysis, and the suppression of evidence, has further hindered the search for truth. The failure to interview key witnesses and the absence of a comprehensive examination of the crime scene have cast a shadow of doubt over the official conclusions. Part 4. An enduring mystery. The case of Rebecca Coriam remains one of the most perplexing and heartbreaking mysteries of our time. A young woman, full of life and promise, vanished without a trace, leaving behind a void that can never be filled. Despite extensive searches and investigations, the truth about her fate remains elusive. The official narrative of a tragic accident has been met with skepticism, as inconsistencies and questionable evidence have cast doubt on this explanation. Theories about foul play, suicide, and accidental death have emerged, but without concrete evidence, the true circumstances surrounding Rebecca's disappearance may forever remain a mystery. The botched investigation, the lack of transparency from the cruise line, and the inadequate response from authorities have compounded the tragedy. Rebecca's disappearance has cast a long shadow over her family, friends, and the broader community. For them, the search for answers has been a relentless and often painful journey. Those who knew her best have been left struggling to comprehend the tragedy and to find a way to move forward. The loss of a vibrant and promising young life has left a lasting mark on their hearts. Beyond the personal impact, Rebecca's case has raised broader questions about the safety and well-being of passengers and crew members on cruise ships. And the efforts of the Coriam family have brought attention to the broader issue of missing persons on cruise ships. The alarming number of unsolved cases suggests a systemic problem within the industry. Advocates for victims' rights and government officials have called for increased cooperation between cruise lines and law enforcement agencies to prevent similar tragedies from occurring. The incident has highlighted the need for improved safety protocols, stricter regulations, and increased transparency from the cruise industry. The Coriam family's unwavering determination to uncover the truth serves as an inspiration for others who have experienced similar losses. The road to justice is long and arduous, but the fight continues. As long as there are unanswered questions and unresolved cases, the memory of Rebecca Coriam will serve as a reminder of the need for reform and accountability within the cruise industry. As we conclude this exploration into the tragic story of Rebecca Coriam, we are left with more questions than answers. The case serves as a stark reminder of the vulnerabilities inherent in the cruise ship industry and the urgent need for reform. We encourage you to share your thoughts, theories, and any information you may have about Rebecca Coriam. Your insights could be crucial in shedding light on this enduring mystery.